All right, many thanks for staying with us. We continue informing you this on the role of the Commission of Administrative Justice, as well as to release a report on service delivery in institutions. Now, Kevin Ogutu is on visit and joins us live from Kisumu County. Kindly inform us about the views of the public of justice to tour Kisumu County.
Well, very good afternoon, Jesse. Actually, I'm right outside the hall where the deliberations between the partners or the commissioners about 10 the commission creating that platform for the people to get what really needs to be done. Of course, the Commission on Administrative Justice have got their offices but now this is an opportunity for the at the most convenient places, like this one is being done at this particular hall in Kisumu. So since the inception of this particular, since the opening of this particular office in Kisumu way back in 2013, Jesse, the office has 1,189 complaints, and out of these 1,489 have been resolved, giving a pending of 1,700 that are yet to be resolved. So that is what is ongoing right here. Regarding the particular engagement between the public and the commission, we've seen people from all walks of life coming here, everyone giving their views. The disabled of that sometimes they don't really get the services in public facilities and even private ones. Some of those services are not even friendly to them, giving their disabilities, and therefore those are some just a few issues that are being raised here. One of the researchers spoke to us and said that the forum is good. It is from the views on the public that they also be able to fast track what they do at the judiciary to ensure that they give the right. Joining me is one judge, and he is one of the participants here, and I would like to hear from him what probably brought him here. George. The Commission on Administrative Justice. What was the burning issue that you have?
Many burning issues have come up. It is lack of interaction, because ever since the Ombudsman's office, the time in between, a lot. The interaction is sort of restricted. It would have been a good idea if within they have got places where they broadcast around, people would come in, because there's a lot that is going on. We have had the issue of land and the land registry in Kisumu being talked about here. It is a Kisumu within itself, but mostly around. We have talked about insecurity or the provision of adequate security. Complaining when that is done. You are double charged for each ailment. You keep on daily basis. We have this issue of free. So those and several other. It was good when the judiciary was represented, the administration was to us from this particular. They should be able to understand there's a lot that needs to be done, so that for the public and the public on what can be done that affects us as members of this particular community.
How about having your voices heard? How is it easy for every other office of the Ombudsman?
That easy, although the offices are open, and that is the reason that particular suggestion, that within the office setup, they should be able to have a hall that are circulated, whether it is on a month, it's on a 2 monthly, down the counties and the sub-counties, that will allow that interaction that we are talking about, which is lacking.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jojo Kara, for that brief. Jesse, something else that came up is that Honorable Florence Kajuju, who is the chairperson, say that the biggest concern right now is the pension department, whereby pensioners really find hard time getting their dues. Among other raft of issues, some of them have been raised by introduces himself as a senior citizen of Kisumu, and now this is what Honorable Florence Kajuju regarding what the Office of the Ombudsman is doing to ensure that the vulnerable and the poor and everyone else get to access the justice and the that are there.
Just a complaint with us, whether it is through a phone call, whether it is email, whether it is a message, text message you've sent to us, or you've come personally to our offices, whether it's in Kisumu or it's a complaint where we have an office, we look at that complaint. If it's against the Minister of Lands, we write to the Minister of Lands as a public complaints desk also. So the complaint that has been brought by so and so, tell us the position in as far then we the office is, so we call the parties to mediation, we get a solution in the likely event, because in most
well, they